Hey guys, I'm back and something miraculous happened. I got the shit hits the fan box for July. In July. I don't know. It's weird, right? It's crazy. So, Tato's out here and we're going to try to do this unboxing before the downpour that we're expecting. So we're going to get right into this and see what we've got. Unboxing today with, still carrying around, the Southern Grind Bad Monkey. Love it. So, without any ado, I was going to say further ado, but we didn't have any ado. Let's just let's get right into this box today and see what we've got. Opening the box up works every time now. So, what's in the box? Here's a picture. I don't know what that crazy combination thing there is. Hi, Ethan. So, as always, a little explanation for anybody that hasn't seen one of these unboxings yet. We're looking at the Elite Box. Okay, so the Elite Box includes everything here, and also that comes in the Basic and the Pro Box. What I pay every month for the Elite Box is $89.99 a month. Okay, and then all the values here are MSRP values. So we might find this stuff cheaper somewhere else, but this is what they say it's worth. So I'm going to take a second to unpack everything that comes in this. And then we will go item by item, starting with the Basic Box all the way through to the Elite Box and see what we've got. Alright, so quite a few items in this box. Just giving a brief once-over, I had a chuckle or two myself as I unpacked it all, and there's a couple things that I'm like, wow, okay, interesting. So let's start right here with the 8cm carabiner with LED compass for $14.99, and I think I put that little guy right here. So, compass with carabiner and flashlight for $14.99. It's a carabiner with a compass and a flashlight. Does the flashlight turn on, or do we have to remove a little, oh, yep, little plastic spacer guy. Good, so our batteries, aren't dead upon arrival. It's actually, I mean, for its size, that's not a bad light. It doesn't fire by itself unless you twist it. Hi, Ethan, you got your pool noodle? It's a nice pirate noodle. Compass, obviously this is aluminum, so not a ferrous material to interfere. I now have a pirate pool noodle on my head. Pirate pool noodle on my head. That's what's going on right now. That's silly, huh? So it's, lightweight. Some of these Trailblazer carabiners like to not clip and give you trouble, like they'll go off center, whatever. I bought some at Walmart. This one seems pretty decent. $14.99 I think is a little excessive for Trailblazer quality though. Yeah, it comes with a flashlight. Yeah, it comes with a compass. Again, I don't know how accurate the compass is. I'll tell you what though, it's built solid. It's got a decent light. I mean, I'm not expecting much from Trailblazer. And then a light this size, okay, yeah, I've showed some on the channel that are actually pretty bright and everything, but you got to remember what you're getting out of this box and this brand. So I'm going to put this in a like it pile because I think it's decently made and I think it's actually got some use and some value to it. Why not have an extra compass and an extra little flashlight combined with something you can put stuff on? So I'll put this in a like it pile. I doubt the $14.99. I don't know if I'd pay $14.99 for this. Maybe half that, maybe $7.99. We'll make the like it pile right here. First item in the like it pile. I told Ethan he could play with the flashlight, so it's in the like it pile. We'll put this right here, but Ethan's gonna play with this. Next, we've got the Portable John urination bottle for $4.99. Okay. Yeah, seriously, this is what came in the box. Do I need to discuss what this is for? Do we not know? One of my most proud military stories involved a giant convoy to a big exercise from Mountain Home, Idaho to Wendover, Nevada. And I had to relieve myself along the way using not one, but 2 Gatorade bottles while driving the truck. And, it's a M1084 5-ton truck, not easy to do while you're driving that truck. I don't think you need to spend money on this at all. I mean, to be honest with you. What does this do that a wide mouth Gatorade bottle does? I think this is a waste of money. I'm putting in the don't like it pile just because I think it's a waste. Are you whispering to be quiet? Okay, you can hold it. All right, that's 2 items that Ethan's playing with. One is a urination bottle. But, I mean, you don't need that. You don't need to spend that money. It doesn't say exactly how much it holds, but I'm telling you, a big quart Gatorade bottle will do the exact same thing for you. And you get to drink Gatorade first, beforehand. There we go. I'm not even going to go into that. The Pronghorn Peak Fixed Blade for $17.99. And that must be what's in this big box with the horned animal on the front. So it's by Ridge Runner, who has been, I don't know, normally I don't like Ridge Runner, although we did get one good Ridge Runner blade once upon a time. Handcrafted in China. Love it every single time. Never gets old. Handcrafted in China. So, very old school looking. Very hunting like. I'm pretty sure Ethan has now placed the flashlight in the pee-pee bottle. That's heavy. Alright, so standard little nylon sheath, one big belt loop. It's not rigid, but it's got some firmness to it, but nothing to write home about there. It's got a big Bowie blade there. Now, yeah, I nitpick. Take a look at that. Right out of the package, it's already like, you know, scuffed and everything. So no, I think that's totally plated. I don't think that's real gold or brass or bronze or anything. I think that's probably totally plated, whatever it is. It is full tang, of course, though. That's nice. You know, what kind of steel? Who knows? It doesn't really say. I'll look online if I can find it later and put it on. I don't know if you can see. It has a little bit of give to it. Weight is actually not bad. This is plastic that's made to look like bone, but it is definitely plastic. I don't know if you're into that style. It's not my thing. It's surprisingly comfortable. Comes with dirty fingerprints and everything already on. That's a feature for you. Dirty fingerprints already on the blade. It comes with a dragon painted on the blade. So I guess we got to get some stuff to do a little blade test here. Saving the environment using old paper test papers. That's not too bad. Not too bad. I mean, better than what I was expecting with Ridge Runner, to tell you the truth. Little effort, a little more than I like, but again, not too bad. And doing the slice, before I could even slice, it was, I mean, it's cut. So you know what? While this blade is probably not a steel that I'm a big fan of, and this style is not a style I'm a big fan of, and it's a little rough fit and finish wise, it comes finished nicely. And whatever steel it is, I'm sure it's easy to maintain. I'm sure you need to maintain it a little more often than something really good, but it could be worse. I'm sure that there's some guys watching, or gals, or whatever you identify as, you know, llamas, I don't care, that probably like this knife. So you can definitely expect to see this in our next giveaway coming up. Because this is just not my style of knife, and far be it from me to keep it locked away when there's someone out there that probably will really like this thing. So it actually did in the blade test a lot better than I thought. So the Ridge Runner Pronghorn, we'll get it into someone's hands who will really appreciate it. Alright, so you know what? I'm actually going to put this one in the like it pile. Because although, again, flaws that I pointed out of the box, if you needed to use this thing, the blade was ready to go. Next, we've got the Shit Hits the Fan lighter knife for $9.99. I think that's maybe the funny looking thing I was looking at on the back of the card. The Survival Lighter Knife for use with standard Bic lighters. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. I don't have a standard Bic lighter. So, yeah, this is literally the Survival Lighter Knife is BYOL. You know, Trying to get a little teeny tiny blade. Liner lock there. It's got a spring assist. It's a little awkward. I mean, it's bulky, you know? But I guess if you're carrying a lighter in your pocket anyway, I mean, that doesn't add too much to it. Man, I worry about this being in a pocket, though, because that flipper takes nothing to set off. Nothing at all. And it goes. Blade is small, but sharp. It's hard for me to get a whole slice there because it's such a small blade. I'll tell you what, I was scoffing at the whole concept of this before, but that blade comes finished pretty nicely. I'm still not putting this thing in the like it pile because I think it's ridiculous. This is something else that will probably end up as a giveaway item. Let's see. Yeah, pull through takes a lot of effort. But slicing, wow, slices, really easy. I'm not going to do a lock test on this guy, just it's so tiny and small. It actually is pretty lightweight compared to its bulky look. It's got a fairly decent looking clip. You could use this as a money clip too, I guess, if you really wanted to, or use it in the pocket. I would be worried carrying this around in a pocket with how easy that flipper just, did you see that? It takes nothing, I'll just tap it and it shoots. I'd be worried about it going off in a pocket or something, but because in its intended role in survival, if you clip it on something, I guess it could be meh. Not don't like it, but meh. I was lucky enough to just have somebody put a lighter in here for me. Pretty cool, huh? So it does hold it nicely. Not going anywhere. It's not, yeah, it doesn't add anything to the weight. And you have your little knife. Alright, so next up, we've got the bamboo spork. Oh, I just cut myself on something. Weird. Bamboo spork for $3.99. Biodegradable bamboo spork. 3-pack. Alright. Yeah, I sniffed it. It feels like a dog treat. Do you want to play with one? I'll let you play with one. It feels like a dog treat. But it also doesn't really feel much different than some of the plastic ones out there. Here, Ethan, you want one? So you get 4 of them for $3.99, which actually I think is a pretty good price. You've got a little bit of a knife edge there. And, you know, you got a spoon and a fork. That's actually not bad. If you're going to pack these and you're worried about the environment, conservation stuff, I actually kind of like this. What? You got a fork and a spoon, yeah. Why? Because they sent it. So, it's kind of cool. I'm curious if Tato the dog would want to eat this. Hey, Tato. Come here, Tato. Come here. What are you doing, Tato? Do you want this? Do you want that? You want it? You want to eat that? No. No, Tato has sniffed it extensively and does not, in fact, want to chew on this. So, pretty interesting, though. Now, I'm assuming that it lasts you at least a while. It doesn't really say. It does say something. Crafted from high-quality bamboo, measures 7 inches. So, it doesn't really say how long it lasts, but I like this, believe it or not. I think this is kind of a cool thing. What? Did you put this? You put your fork in the bottle too? Yeah. So now we've got a spork and a carabiner flashlight compass all in the pee bottle. Good job. Yeah, you're welcome. I'm gonna put.
Look what I told you.
It's gonna explode?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna put this in the like pile. I just think it's useful. I think it's a good idea. I think it's an interesting idea. I think it's good to pack away. And you know, 4 of them for $3.99. That's not bad. Now we have the President's Pick. I remember making fun of the President's Pick once before, which was like that ridiculous Smith & Wesson rainbow knife. It says it's approximately $9.99, right? So there's 2 items that aren't on the list. There's this solar and dynamo flashlight and this piece of meat. Unless this is a $10 piece of beef jerky, it's got to be this guy right here. And if this is a $10 piece of beef jerky, this better be fantastic. So we're going to assume it's this, and I'm going to open this up. Alright, so kind of standard one of these little dynamo powered flashlights. Aiden recently decided he wanted to build a bug out bag, so one of the first things we got for him was going out of business sale at a store around here called the Bonton, and they had some camping stuff, and we picked him up on the cheap, a little dynamo powered flashlight. So I'm assuming we're using the solar panel right now. We've got 3 LEDs. These things are never really that super bright, but that's not bad. And then you can always charge it up using the crank. Does it get brighter while we're cranking? No, so I guess it all goes to the same internal battery cell. You want to play with this? Okay, you can play with this too in a minute. I think these things are really good to have. I have a few of them. I like the fact that it's solar powered and it's crank powered. However, $9.99, I know you can find these things for cheaper out there. I don't know about the particular quality of this one, but I like it. It's going to go on the like it pile because it's useful. I just don't know. $9.99 approximately? Yeah, how approximate? But we'll put it in the like it pile. But definitely can find this thing cheaper. And Ethan has taken that to put it in the pee bottle with everything else. So, at the end of the basic box, which will cost you $19.99 a month, they give you a July retail value of $61.94. Again, there's some items that we pointed out. I think maybe the values are a little inflated on there. I think that the Portable John is just ridiculous to spend money on, but there it is. So moving into the Pro Box, that subscription is going to cost you $49.99 a month. You get everything in the basic box, plus now we're going to go to the 5-piece backpack webbing carabiner set. Now, we have seen this before. Normally, I don't like repeat items, but this is a good item to have. I've used this stuff on my gear. These things are actually really useful. So, push button release. It's made of a pretty heavy polymer, so you can either put it through your webbing on your gear and secure it that way, or you can just use this and, you know, clip items together however you want. These things are actually really useful. $5.99. What did we say? Oh, $4.99 for 5 of them. I think is a really good deal. Constantly using these for different purposes, for different things. We're gonna take the whole pack of these. We're gonna put it in the like it pile. Very useful item. You will give some of those away too. I have a few of them. All right, next, practice lock and pick set for $19.99. Probably here because it's not marked and everything else is marked and not that. So I think in another box, not this one, another subscription, we got something almost identical to this, but it was not as big a lock. I've said before, half joking, half not, my only lock picking experience is in Fallout with a bobby pin. I like these clear locks because it shows you, you know, the barrel and the tumblers and how the key operates it and makes it work so it opens up. This one comes with the clear lock, which is, I've heard, one of the best learning devices, you know, to learn how to do the lock picking. Comes with a wide variety of picks to use and everything. This is actually a lot better than the set we got in another box, and I just can't remember what box something very similar to this came in. You know, you put the pick in and you get to mess with it to work the tumblers and stuff and make them move and figure out, you know, how to do all that stuff to operate the lock. So cool. This is a much more involved set than the one I got before. This is not something that I'm probably going to use myself, but I like the fact that they took the original product I saw, they made it a lot bigger, made the components bigger, a lot easier to see. In the event that shit in the world does go south, this could be a really useful practical skill to have, to know how to do this. And I like that they gave you these tools in it. The other one didn't have a lot of tools like that, like big useful tools.
We'll make fire.
Alright, we'll make a fire later.
How will you make fire?
You want to make a fire and cook on it? I'm not going to use this, but this will probably be a giveaway item as well. This is a much better set than the one I saw And originally I was gonna say a lockpick, you know, training set for $19.99. I think that's worth it with everything that comes with it and the size of it and all. So let's move ahead. Yeah, I'm going a little fast now, guys. I'm trying to beat the rain. Timberwolf folding knife for $14.99. A Timberwolf knife for $14.99. I'm already having my doubts. So let's see. And the doubts continue. So it is a Karambit G10. Centering's off a bit. Fit and finish though is good besides that centering issue. I don't know if that little guy is a mistake or not. You know, it looked all like a Karambit and everything because of the ring on the back and everything and the general shape of the handle, and then they hit me with this kind of blade, which was like, dude, what are you going to do with this? And it comes with a nice dirty blade for you. I don't like this at all. I just don't like this at all. The spring works pretty well. I know hitting it on dirt is not a good way to test the lock, but I just don't... I don't have Mr. Stumpy here right now. Hey, Ethan, can you go bring me a piece of wood? Bring me one of the pieces of wood. Ethan just brought me a nice stick, so... It's not bad, actually. Lock didn't really travel anywhere. It's a nice, healthy-sized lock compared to the blade size, too. Centering was already off, so I didn't do anything. Did you bring me more?
Yeah.
Thank you. Good job. That's a big piece of wood for a kid like you to carry. No, I don't need any more. That's okay. No more. No more. Thank you. That was perfect. No, not that. That stays there. I just, like... This is one of those... I don't know. I imagine... Gil Hibbins, like, had... this kind of knife he would design. For, like, the Shire. You know, I don't know. But... Let's give it a shot. Or not. Okay. They did sharpen this, right? Okay. I swear I'm not trying to like make Timberwolf look bad. This is how the knife is performing. I'll even give him a brand new piece of paper.
There you go.
Thank you, Ethan. Ethan brought yet another piece of wood over. Okay, so a little bit on the forward edge if you catch it just the right way.
Why do you cut that paper?
I'm cutting that paper to test the blade.
Why?
Because people want to know if it cuts good. I don't have high hopes for this. No. Okay, let's get a good grip on it. No. Even with a slice, it's a very, very unclean cut. Let's see. That's not as bad, but this, I'm putting this knife right in the don't like it pile. I think it's kind of garbagey. Timberwolf, they had that one that I really liked, and then nothing. I don't know. So, I'm going to put this knife back in the package. This Timberwolf, I think, is junk. It could find its way in the giveaway if people really do want it, though, because, you know, again, I recognize I have my specific taste. If I thought a knife was dangerous, was built so badly it might hurt somebody, I would not give it away. I wouldn't do that. But, you know, I don't think that one's going to, like, fail and collapse on you and hurt you. I just think it's a garbage knife. But if somebody out there likes it, we'll put it in the giveaway pile. You guys let me know if that's a knife you want in the giveaway or not. Did you make yourself a seat? Cool. Yeah, high five. Good job. Well, that ends our Pro Box with a July retail value of $101.91. You kicked it. We're moving into the Elite Box, which is everything here, and now we're going to look at the Heritage Packable Grill for $9.99. It looks like the Heritage French fryer, but okay. Collapsible camp grill. interesting. Oh. That is an interesting little device. So it just folds up, and now I was just curious. Okay, so, and I'm going by the package now, so people, you know, that's what I'm looking at. So you just put this right in the fire. I was wondering if based on this mesh you put some wood or coals in there, but no. You rest this whole thing on the fire, and then you can just cook on it. And you know what? That's actually not a bad idea. And then it just folds right up. I like that it folds right up. So I guess the mesh is just to hold shape on the bottom. Just for you, cooking for one, maybe two. You could probably use that to put a pot on to boil some water or something too. Cooking over, you know, an open fire or whatever. Interesting. $9.99. I don't know. I also don't know how heat would transfer to this handle right there. Would you need something to hold it or not? But you know, that wouldn't be too hard to craft if you needed. So you're an old grandpa. I just don't know if I'd throw it in the like it pile or the man pile. You know what? I hate the fact that I like anything by UST, but I think this has its uses. $9.99. Again, price-wise, you might find it for less, but I kind of like this thing. I think it's something that you could get by without. You could make a grill out of scrap metal or something, but assuming you didn't have that, or you know you just don't want to deal with that, it's not bad. If you're out on your own, just hiking or camping by yourself, not a bad item. It's an incredible number of likes in this box. Now we have the Czech M10 gas mask for $14.98. And I can tell you right now, I already don't like it, because I'm sure this Czech M10 gas mask is just full of cancer-causing chemicals and all sorts of stuff. And that's assuming that, you know, this looks like a copy of an old U.S. Army gas mask. Oh, it just smells horrible. So, this is going to become a toy for the boys, and I am never going to let them put the filters on here. These old Warsaw Pact country gas masks are known to have used asbestos and all sorts of other very nasty things in their filters. Now, if you're in an actual situation where your life literally depended on it, do you want to take the risk and use the filters short term rather than die immediately? Well, sure, maybe you would. But, you know, you'd really want to look up what these filters are made of. The filters insert inside these cheek pouches, which is actually not how the Army mask worked, but it does look a lot like. So, there you go. Fogs up pretty easily, and I don't even have the filters in. I was thinking of the old Army M17 mask, which came before the M41s that we used. Yes, I had seen it in NBC training. You want to play with this too? Okay. Comes with a little cloth carry bag. Yeah, I'm going to help you put it on. Comes with a little cloth carry bag for your mask and your filters. So, it's better to have than not, I guess, but I wouldn't want to bet my life on this thing at all. It smells like the inside of a tire in here, by the way. So, I'm going to put it in meh. Because, I mean, yeah, in an extreme emergency, great. But, I have an Air Force Mickey 2 that I'd rather use than this. Alright, we got just a few items left. We've got the MultiPurpose Axe now for $9.99. And here's a MultiPurpose Axe. Swear to God, we got this exact same thing. I don't know if it was this box or another one. Almost the exact same axe. Very similar axe anyway. You've got some large wrench sizes. You know, it's funny. There's no line cutter in there. It looks like there would be, but it's not. It's powder coated. I know that. I'm not sure how sharp this is. I know normally we don't do this with an axe. Oh, but that's pretty sharp as an axe goes. Except for that last one.
Hey, that was my dog.
That's all your stuff in there?
Yeah.
We got Old Stumpy here, which is a much harder stump. It's not a comfortable chopping device, just the way that it ends up there. And I mean, I'm sure it's got some uses to it.
Do it harder.
Do it harder?
Yeah.
Oh, is that what I have to do?
Yeah. No, right there. Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
you gotta drop it down.
I got to chop the whole thing down?
Yeah.
So this is actually, I mean, it's not comfortable. It's, I guess in an emergency it's better than nothing, but I don't really like this one. I'm going to put it in the don't like it pile. It's not really that comfortable. It does have a nice sharp edge on it, which is probably easy to maintain. No idea how strong, how brittle, how firm, resilient the steel might be, because I have no idea what it's made of. I'm actually, you know, I wouldn't pay $9.99 for this. I'm gonna put it probably. I'm probably gonna put it in don't like it. And you know, some of you guys, if you have your arguments why it should go in matte instead of don't like it, feel free. I've gotten much better axes in these boxes than this, so that's where it's gonna go. All right, the last item we have here is a microfiber towel for $9.99, and I will tell you, I am a microfiber towel whore. I love microfiber towels. They are awesome. I use them on every deployment because they're a lot easier to carry around when you have to walk to a shower tent, or what we call a Cadillac, which is even better than a shower tent, than a regular towel. They work well. I've never used the UST brand. Of course, mine came all dirty already, but I like microfiber towel. Sorry. I like microfiber towels a lot. This one happens to be bright orange, which is not a color I would choose, but they have a lot of good uses. $9.99 is about the going rate for these things. I really, really like microfiber towels, and I like the little pouch it comes in. No idea what that was. So I'm going to call this a like it pile item. It feels good. It feels like a lot of the microfiber towels I have. I mean, I don't know how this compares. I have some really expensive ones that I bought at the BX before. They've always worked very well for me in all of my times I've used them. And I've used them outside of deployments too. I really like them because they're so light, so absorbent, you know, keep them anywhere, and they keep you dry. So cool. So let's do a wrap up of where everything sits. Starting with the don't like it pile, we got our pee-pee bottle. We've got our Timberwolf, wants to be a karambit but isn't. We've got this axe thing. In the mat pile, we've got the whole gas mask set up, and I'm sorry it takes up so much room here, which is why the like it pile is so spread out. We've got the lighter knife deal. But in the like it pile, we've got our microfiber towel, the portable grill. We've got the interesting bamboo sporks, the plastic D-rings, the solar and crank-powered flashlight, the carabiner with flashlight and compass, the lockpick training set, and, surprisingly, the come-from-behind winner, the underdog, the Ridge Runner hunting knife. So, I don't think I said it, but the MSRP value of everything in that elite box comes to $146.86. So the MSRP value of everything we looked at, and one free piece of buffalo jerky, which I'm going to enjoy now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm thrilled that we actually got this box in July. What are your thoughts? What did you like? What didn't you like? What would you love to see in next month's box? Alright guys, I'm going to get inside before this rain comes. So yes, please check the video description as always for all the standard links. The Patreon page, please think about joining up on that team and helping me keep this channel going, and bigger, better videos, more cool stuff. The Facebook page, always the best way to get in touch with me, and I'm always putting some random stuff up there now and then, who knows. My email addresses for just general contact, and the Q&A question email. You guys, always appreciate every single one of you. Love interacting with you guys, whether it's through comments, emails, Facebook, whatever it is. Awesome. You guys really are the most awesome viewers. Appreciate every single one of you. And I'm gonna use this cool Spork thingy, and I'll be back in real soon.